Name is Matthew Pereira, and from the video discussion, my 1 minute discussion of the biggest takeaways from it was the first one was a problem is one that's harmful or an unwelcome situation that needs to be solved. A problem is not just something that in our life we're like, I really want this to happen, but it's actually a real need in our life. We should listen to others to help validate the problem. This is a really big eye opener because sometimes we think we know everything and that this problem is for everyone when sometimes it really isn't. It's just something that we haven't really thought through. We fail more often because we solve the wrong problem. Um, we solve things correctly. It's just things that don't need to be solved. That's definitely something I've never heard, which definitely makes sense because sometimes I'm like, I finally solved it, but then I'm like, why isn't this working out still? Um, a big takeaway, the biggest takeaway for me probably is that this course is no programming, but figuring out the problem that we are solving. That's definitely it's something interesting to hear because definitely coming into this course, I thought it was going to be programming, but hearing that it's going to be problem solving made me excited because it's not only just like program your way to do this and this, it's actually like, all right, let's solve this problem on paper and then implement it into the next semester. And then customers don't always know what they want. Henry Ford invented the car, but if he would have asked people, they would have asked for faster horses. Customers don't know about things until we make them, which is really fascinating to me. Then we need to think of a solution once a problem has been well defined. It's not just think of a solution now, it's the problem needs to be well defined. A problem solution combo, it's impactful, sustainable, investable, scalable. Impactful, it matters. Sustainable, it's a sustainable solution. Investable builds capital, and scalable is attract investors and grows. Wants versus needs. Wants are impactful and sustainable. Needs investable and scalable. And then something that I get consistently frustrated with that I think an app can help solve is finding parking availability in big cities and university. Um, this is definitely a big problem at APU because parking here is not the greatest, especially in housing. It's hard to find parking, especially when you have late classes and you go to your area and you're like, oh, there is zero parking here, so I have to go all the way back to West. Evidence that this problem, the only evidence I have is from what other people have told me that they also get frustrated with the parking here. Um, this definitely is a problem because people definitely do get upset, and I know others tend to drive around LA and big beach areas for hours looking for parking just to go and hang out. This problem needs to be solved because people are wasting gas when they are driving around looking for parking for a while, which gas is not cheap nowadays. And in unsafe areas like Azusa, where it's not really safe to walk around at night, it's definitely good to know, like, okay, let me look at my phone or my app to see if I should drive here or if I should just call campus safety to drive me over to my living area really fast. An example of an app that solves a real problem is the Glucose Buddy Diabetes Tracker. This is an app that tracks blood sugar, insulin, carbs intake, A1C, basically for diabetics to keep them safe and healthy over time. An example of an app that doesn't solve a real problem, as I said, is Flappy Bird or any really game app because it doesn't really do anything for us other than get our boredom out of the way for a good couple of days, and then after those days, it's gone. Thank you for listening.